Welcome to our first Here's the most amazing and breaking news for you. The sex of human and other mammal babies is decided by a male determining gene on the Y chromosome, but the human Y chromosome is degenerating and may disappear in a few million years, leading to our extinction unless we evolve a new sex gene. The good news is two branches of rodents have already lost their Y chromosome and have lived to tell the tale. A recent paper in Proceedings of the National Academy of Science shows how the spiny rat has evolved a new male determining gene. In humans, as in other mammals, females have two X chromosomes and males have a single X and a unilateral chromosome called Y. The names have nothing to do with their shape. The X stood for unknown. The X continues about 900 genes that do all sorts of jobs unrelated to sex, but the Y contains few genes, about 55, and a lot of non-coding DNA, simply repetitive DNA that does not seem to do anything. But the Y chromosome packs a punch because it contains an all-important gene that kickstarts male development in the embryo. At about 12 weeks after conception, this master gene switches on other that regulate the development of a testis. The embryonic testis makes male hormones testosterone and its derivatives which ensure the baby develops as a boy. The master sex gene was identified as SRY, sex region on the Y in 1990. It works by triggering a genetic pathway starting with a gene called SOX9 which is key for male determination in all vertebrates, although it does not lie on sex chromosome. Most mammals have an X and Y chromosome similar to ours, and X with lots of genes and Y with SRY plus a few others. The systems comes with problems because of the unequal doses of X genes in males and females. How did such a varied system evolve? The surprising finding is that Australia's play types has completely different sex chromosomes, more like those of birds. In platypes, the XY pair is just an ordinary chromosome with two equal members. This suggests the mammal X and Y were an ordinary pair of chromosomes not that long ago. In turns, this must mean the Y chromosome has lost 900 with 55 active genes over the 166 million years that humans and platypes have been evolving separately. That's loss of about 5 genes per million years. At this rate, the last 55 genes will be gone in 11 million years. Our claim of the imminent demise of the human Y created a furor, and to this day there are claims and counterclaims about the expected lifetime of our Y chromosome. Estimates between infinity and a few thousand years. The good news is we know of two rodent lineages that have already lost their Y chromosome and are still surviving. The mole voles of Eastern Europe and the spiny rats of Japan each boast some species in which the Y chromosome and SY have completely disappeared. The X chromosome remains in a single or double dose in both sexes. Although it is not yet clear how the mole voles determine sex without the SY gene, a team led by Hokkaido University biologist Asto Kuruwa has had more luck with the spiny rat, a group of 3 species on different Japanese islands, all endangered. Kuruwa's team discovered most of the genes on the Y of spiny rats had been relocated to other chromosomes, but she found no sign of SRY, nor the gene that substitutes for it. In 2022, they published a successful identification in PNAS. The team found sequence that we also hear in the genomes of males but not females. Then refined this and tested for the sequence on every individual rat. What they discovered was a teeny difference near the key sex SOX9 on chromosome 3 of the spiny rat. A small duplication, only 70,000 base pairs out of more than 3 billion, was present in all males and no female. They suggest this small bit of duplicate DNA contains the switch that normally turns in SOX9 in response to SRY. When they introduced this duplication onto mice, they found that it boosted SOX9 activity, so the change could allow SOX9 to work without SRY. The imminent Evolutionarily speaking, disappearance of the human Y chromosomes has elicited speculation about our future. Some lizards and snakes are female-only species and can make eggs out of their own genes via what's known as pathogenesis. But this cannot happen in humans or other mammals because we have at least 30 crucial imprinted genes that work only if they come from the father via sperm. Beyond the report,